Another day in the office. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another day out here on the crabbing grounds. I'm out here with my buddy Ense today, who I haven't fished with in a long time. Good to get back out here with him and do some fishing. If you watched my last crabbing mission, we did pretty well out here. We were able to get 8 keepers in just a couple hours of work when the weather wasn't great. But today we have really good forecast, so we should have good weather today. Fingers crossed that it holds. And we're also going to do some fishing. I got one rod with me behind me here. Brought some swim baits, and once I finish dropping this crab stuff down, we're going to go head out and try to do some lingcod fishing. These are the conical or volcano traps from Promar, and I prefer these over the traditional, or not traditional, but the flat style hoop nets. I just feel like these fish way better. And the reason why I think these fish better is, one, the concept sounds better to me, and also I've just noticed that these outfish the regular flat style hoop nets on average. Last time when I was out here with my buddy Ish, he was using the flat ones, I was using these volcano ones, and let's just say I caught a lot more crab than he did. And last time I was out here, I was doing a little bit of exploration, trying to figure out where the crab were hiding. And I did really well in this spot that I'm in right now. And because I know, or I don't know, it's never for sure, but because I think that there's gonna be a lot of crab in this area, just based on what I did before, I'm gonna drop all 3 of my traps relatively close together, so that, one, it's a little bit easier when I come to pick them up, they're a little bit easier to find, and 2, I just think that this area is the best area for crab. If I had no prior knowledge, or if I hadn't crabbed in a while, I would want to spread out my traps a little bit more and try and find, the area where the crab are hiding. But because I already have some knowledge, we're going to use that to our advantage and really maximize this particular spot where I think there'll be the most crab. And I think when you're crabbing, like for most people, it's easy to just kind of throw the trap down and basically just hope for the best. But I think if you want to really maximize or increase your chances of catching the most crab, it really pays to pay attention to the details. So, one, making sure your bait's in the right place. There's all these little things that can, you're not gonna go from 0 to a limit with these little changes, but I think it'll increase your numbers. If I catch 1 keeper per pull and I do 5 pulls, I'm only gonna catch 5 keepers. But if I make that little change and I end up catching 2 keepers per pull, I'll literally double the amount of crab I'm gonna catch. I don't want this to turn into a math lesson, but basically what I'm trying to say is those little differences sometimes can make a huge difference. Just really paying attention to everything. For example, one thing that I've seen some people do is just like toss this bait in and just clip it in wherever. Let's say I clipped it right there. But if you think about it, once your trap goes to the bottom of the ocean, if your bait's up on the side of the cage like this, those crabs are just gonna come in and eat it from outside your net, and they're never gonna make it inside, and then you're never gonna catch those crab. So it's not like we're trying to really fool anyone. We just need to think about it practically. Just think about it. Is your bait in a good spot? Like if I drop this down to the bottom like it is it gonna catch me the most amount of crab? And with the way I have it set up now, I think it's going to. So drop it. So now we got our 3 traps in. I only brought 3 today. Normally I bring 4, but I don't know, I just thought 3 was a good number this morning. But now we're gonna take this rod right here, tie on a swim bait, and go see if we can catch us some fish while we wait for those crab to crawl into those traps, or hoop nets. I keep calling them traps. I always, for some reason, when I'm crabbing, I'm always thinking of those as traps, but they're really hoops. There's a bite. Today's sponsor is Blue Eddy, and I bring you today the Elite 200 Blue Eddy portable power station. In my mind, these are perfect for two scenarios. One, if you're out on your next adventure, you can keep it in your car and power all your electronics on the go. Or two, if you happen to have a power outage in your home, this can power all your necessities. With this unit being half the size of a typical unit with this capacity, it's super compact and easy to carry on the go. You can see it fits nicely in the back of my truck. It fits in any tight spaces. Great for your next camping adventure. If you happen to be planning last minute, this unit charges up to 80% in just 45 minutes. A couple of features. There's 2,600 watts of power, 2,073.6 watt-hour capacity, and a powerlifting mode of 3,900 watts. The lithium-ion battery is rated for 6,000 life cycles, or a 17-year lifespan. As you see here, I have it charging my phone, coffee maker, your refrigerator, and even this convenient little light-up sign. So it's got plenty of power to power all your devices all at once. We're gonna do a little test. I got my freezer with all my fish in here, hooked up to the Blue Eddy Elite 200, and it's about 12, let's do the exact time, 12:23. All right, it's now 5:30, and look at this, 91%. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this thing could keep this freezer running right here for about 50 hours. So if you're interested in getting the Blue Eddy Elite 200 or anything else from Blue Eddy, click the link down in my description. Don't forget to use the promo code to get yourself a little discount on your order. Thank you to Blue Eddy for sponsoring this video. All right, back to the crabbing. Oh yeah, they're pulling the kayak onto the boat. Shoot, so another kayaker, we didn't know him, but we passed him on the way out here. I think he flipped his kayak. Just super important with the crabbing gear, especially. All that gear is super heavy, so it just throws off your balance a little bit more, and it just takes one little false turn or, you know, shift one way or the other and you could be in the water. So it's not the end of the world if you fall in, as long as you practice re-entry. You might lose some gear, so that'll be unfortunate, but another reason why it's important to not only, well, it's safer if you can go with a buddy, but at the very least you should practice re-entry into your kayak before you come out here in the ocean, because even the best of us fall in. I fell in not too long ago, maybe a month or two ago, a couple trips back on this very kayak that I'm on right now. Just wasn't paying attention, one lapse of judgment, and boom, I was in the water. So happens to the best of us, but you gotta be prepared for it. It looks like Harbor Patrol is taking care of this guy. I think I see them bringing his kayak up aboard their vessel. So unfortunate situation. Hopefully he practiced re-entry, but if not, I bet you he's going to before he comes back out here, if he comes back out here. So anyway, no luck on the Lingcod yet. I've been drifting around the reef where I thought it would be pretty quick to get one, but unfortunately that hasn't happened yet. So gonna keep working it, maybe try another reef if this one doesn't work. But yeah, we'll keep at it for a little while. I need to go check my traps. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, my traps have been down for about an hour, so plenty of time for crab to get in, but I still want to get a few more casts with the swim bait before I go head back in there and check them. GoPro issues, so I'm not sure what I've captured so far, but I've checked 2 of my traps. Only one of them had 1 keeper and a couple of shorts mixed in. We're going to check our last one now. Alright, what do we have here? Uh-oh, nothing. A couple of small ones. Little dungy, and a little rock crab. Technically keep that one, but toss it back. Well, the crabbing, not so good. Only 1 keeper in the 3 traps, and this is a spot where I got, I think, 7 of my 8 keepers last time around. So I don't know if they're all picked through now, or maybe the tide's bad, something's bad. It's not fishing as well as it was before. But I dropped them back down in the same area, which is probably not the best option, but I wanted to get them back down because I'm just determined to catch a fish on this swim bait. So I'm headed back out to the reef right now, let those soak for another hour or 2, and then come back, and hopefully maybe the change of the tide, or maybe they're just still sleeping, I don't know. Hopefully they wake up and they come feeding by the time I come back. So anyway, that's the plan for now. We'll see you out at the reef. Well, definitely a lot windier out here. I don't know how long we're gonna be able to last before this weather kicks us off, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're on the reef. Just casting my swim bait in. I'm gonna work this along that reef. Hopefully there's a hungry lingcod down there waiting for me. Cast after cast after cast. No luck out here. Maybe the lingcod bite is, I don't know, something's wrong with it. Or maybe I just suck at lingcod fishing. I gotta try it again next time. But anyway, it's getting a little too windy out here. So I'm gonna head in, go check my hook nets, and hopefully there's a few more crab in it than the first round, because the first round wasn't very good. I've been thinking, and I think the secret to catching more crab is to eat some crab. I need to think like a crab. I got crab from last trip out here. Last one that I hadn't eaten yet. I'm eating it for lunch. So I'm gonna have crab flowing through my veins. Hopefully that'll help me catch another one. All right, round 2. Okay. I don't know if it's a swell or what it is. It feels heavy. One keeper. That's a nice one right there. That's probably 6 1/4, 6 1/2-ish. Throw that back in. Alright, let's make it official. Nice, 6 1/2 inches. Keeper number 2, and off to the next one. Alright, come on. Come on. Give me some crab. Give me some crab. Oh, it's just me, but this one's feeling promising. Again, 1. Every trap has 1 keeper. Too small. Too small. That's a nice one. Some of you can tell just by looking at them. You know they're a keeper because they've caught so many, but I always like to measure them anyways, just for fun. About 6 1/2. Nice crab. We haven't got a lot. We only got 3 keepers so far, but the ones that we've got are really nice crab. I think all of the crab that we have are full legs, no missing claws, and they're all like 6 1/2 inches. Alright. Last one for this round. Nice. Rock crab. Well, better than nothing, I guess, but like I said earlier, I'd rather get Dungeness than these rock crabs. So technically you can keep that one. It's probably got some nice meat in those claws there, but I already have 3 keepers, so it's not so bad. All right, back down. Alright, we'll let those soak for another hour or so, and that'll probably be the final run. As you can tell, it's already a little choppy out here, so can't stay much longer, but hopefully this last little run here nets us at least 1 or 2 more keepers. Well, I was originally planning to leave them down for another soak, but with the weather how it is, I think we're going to pack it up and head in. All of my traps have been down there for like 5 to 10 minutes max, so I highly doubt there's going to be any keeper crab in there, or really any crab at all. But I'll do a quick montage of the 3 traps to see what ended up in there. First trap, 0 crab. Second trap, there actually was 1 little one in there. Kind of surprising. Well, I wasn't expecting it, but in the last pot we actually had a keeper in there on like a 10-minute soak, and another 6.5 inches. This one unfortunately was missing a claw, but still pretty good for just 10 minutes down there. Another note, when you're tossing out the old bait, make sure you throw it down when those birds go to get it. That way when they do a number 2, it blows away from you. On the bright side, we didn't get a lot of crab today, but the crab that we did get, really nice quality crab. I mean, they were all over 6.25 inches. It's yeah, I already got some crab for my last trip, and I'm gonna be back out here again, not too far from now, with a bunch of friends. It should be a fun trip, so stay tuned for that video. But yeah, a little bit of a tough day. We had to work at it today, but we did get 3, maybe more nice crab if I happen to get any in this last little soak. But thank you all for watching. Again, if you need any crabbing gear, all of the crabbing gear that you see in this video is from Promar, and you can get it via the link in my description, and I have a little promo code as well to save you some money. So shout out to Promar. But other than that, thank you all for watching. I gotta come back for that Lingcod and some more crab. So we'll see you on the next one.